Her name is Marsha Hicks, and this is her story. Summerville, Dorchester County, South Carolina. 19-year-old Marsha Hicks had just graduated high school, found brutally unalived, face down in a ditch. A wolf in sheep's clothing as her killer walks amongst us. Join me and help put fire to this cold case. Welcome to Crimes Among Us. Born May 22nd, 1972. Growing up, Marsha did not have the easiest of childhoods. Constantly moving around, her life lacked stability. Seldomly having power living with one person or another. Marsha would be caught red-handed stealing a candy bar and a Coke. A life she hoped to one day escape using her God-given talent. Marsha had a voice of an angel, a member of both the school and church choir. She aspired to become a famous singer. Marsha would pay back her debt by working in the same store that she stole from and doing community service, canceling her plans to move until it was complete. Marsha developed a bad habit of sucking her thumb, a coping mechanism that left her with a predominant overbite and an easy target for bullying. However, Marsha was nobody's pushover. There was not a bully on this earth that she was not afraid to stand up to, even giving her 11-year-old sister advice on how to deal with being bullied, as they would tease her for having freckles. Donna, her best friend, two birds of a feather, two peas in a pod. They did everything together, from singing in the school and church choir to going on double dates with other best friends. June 9th, 1991, with Marsha's mother out of town on business, the besties decided to go to an Easter party hosted by classmates. Marsha would introduce Donna to Mr. M, an alias I'll use due to the allegations that come next. Mr. M and Marsha grew up across the street from each other. After staying for some of the party, Marsha allegedly tells Donna, "I have got to go. I have to be home." She had a brother named Johnny that was very strict, and he was on his way home. Donna, after enjoying the party, had no way home. Donna asked Mr. M's father for a ride, allegedly saying it's too late for him to be driving. "You are welcome to crash on the sofa," he says. Taking him on his offer, Donna wakes up with a hand over her mouth. "Get up. Don't say a word or I will hurt you." As he allegedly drags Donna out to the camper, she's SA'd, eventually running and hiding in the bushes after it's over, waiting for sunlight. June 10th, Donna heads to Marsha's house. Marsha pleads for Donna to go to the police. Seeing she was afraid and needed more convincing, Marsha convinces Donna to go on a walk to their friend's house. An older lady around their parents' age, a friend to them both. As they were walking down the road, a truck approached. A full-sized royal blue pickup drove dangerously close to the girls, passing them over and over, closer and closer. They jump over the ditch as he narrowly misses them. His intentions were clear. They were in danger. Arriving to their friend's house, they frantically explained what happened. They told her about the party and the truck. And when they told her who the guy was, she knew exactly who he was and where he lived. They asked could they use her phone. She told them no, she did not want to get in the middle of it. Having no other choice, the terrified girls get back on the road to head back to Marsha's. The royal blue pickup returns, zooming past them twice, almost hitting them again. He cuts in front of them across a driveway. "If either of you tell what happened after that party, I'll Unalive you both. I believe this time Marsha was afraid. As they make it back to her house, she frantically searches for the phone. Her brother Johnny would hide the phone to keep Marsha off of it. They find it, plug it into the wall, and Marsha tells Donna to call 911. After she tells them the story, a deputy is dispatched. Donna proceeds to tell the officer everything. The royal blue truck returns, passing their house as they look up. He knows. June 11th, a group of hunters on 100 acres of hunting land discover the body of Marsha Hicks face down in a ditch, apparently unalive by strangulation and SA'd. A lucky group of hunters that included Mr. M and his cousin were able to find her when no one else could. Allegedly, Marsha, nobody's punching bag, took one final bite out of her attacker, leaving DNA on her teeth. Allegedly, that DNA was never tested. And as for the statements against Mr. M, well, he was never questioned. Allegedly, his uncle was deputy sheriff.